Every morning, 80-year-old Moshe Roth gets his medicine, stuffs it in his pipe, and smokes it. Moshe is using medical marijuana, also known as cannabis. How did the cannabis make you feel?
Good.
He is a Holocaust survivor, an author and painter whose hands started shaking so much he couldn't work anymore. My hands are now steady. I can hold things like tea, he says. The cannabis also makes him high because of the psychoactive effects of the substance THC in the plant. For those who use medical marijuana, the high they experience is the price for the reported help it gives to cancer patients on chemotherapy or others suffering from everything from Parkinson's disease to pain. Rivka Holop thought marijuana just got people high until she was prescribed a new strain of the plant and tried it, 2 spoonfuls a day with her other medications. She says the pain that left her wheelchair-bound began to be relieved without leaving her lethargic. Outstanding. I was turned into a different person. I was resurrected. I was awakened to life, she says, because the new cannabis helped her get back on her feet again. Tikun Olam, a company in Israel that grows and distributes medical marijuana, says the new strain it has developed has almost no THC, virtually eliminating the high. The plant produces a high concentration of another substance called CBD. At a press tour to publicize their new product, we met Professor Ruth Galilly. She's been studying the effects of CBD for more than a decade and is now being paid by the company to continue her research.
So we are really dealing with not toxic material, very active as anti-inflammatory and anti-pain, and not expensive to grow.
Growers here say this is the most potent type of medical marijuana or cannabis in its traditional form. But just next to it is the wave of the future. We're talking about putting cannabis in capsules and also having it put into chewing gum so that even children can take it. Cannabis is being prescribed in Israel and used by children who have been licensed. Medical marijuana has been legal in Israel for more than a decade. It is strictly controlled. A doctor has to prescribe it, and each patient must have an individual license to use it.
We can't be all the time narrow-minded. We have to think about people who are suffering, and we have to think how we help them without, God forbid, allowing more use of drugs among those who don't need them.
But critics say there's simply not enough research on marijuana of any kind for medical purposes. They say that unlike other drugs, the results of testing, including dosing and negative side effects, are not yet clear. But growers here hope their new version can be exported around the world one day. But 80-year-old Moshe Roth says he'll stay with the good old-fashioned medical marijuana. Sara Sidner, CNN, in northern Israel.